Hello everyone, my name is Miss Finley. I am the Jackson County Ag in the Classroom Coordinator, and I'm also the Finley Feather Farm co-owner. Today I'm going to talk about pumpkins, more specifically like pumpkin pie, pumpkin filling. And I wanted to show you this here. This is our Pumpkin Ag Mag. It might not be up to date, they change it from time to time. But I have some of these in the office if you're ever interested, along with other topics as well. And I wanted to kind of just briefly cover what might be in here as we go along. So it talks about what pumpkins are, and then it also mentions that our county, the 5 counties in Illinois that are most popular for harvesting pumpkins, and then that Morton, Illinois is one of the world's that 85% of the world's canned pumpkin comes from there. And then it also mentions that pumpkin pie filling is the 3rd best selling product from pumpkins. It can also, it has some top 5, let me try to get behind it here, top 5 health benefits of pumpkins. And then you have pumpkin vocabulary, which is great for the classroom. And then this gives you pumpkin pie in a bag, and that's the recipe and how to do it. Instead, today I'm going to go over kind of a different version of pumpkin pie that might be better during the pandemic. And you can do either, it's up to you, but I just wanted to demonstrate the one that I have found. And then it talks about how new types of pumpkins are created. It also mentions the brief history, Halloween. It gives you kind of like the life cycle of pumpkins and the vines, and then talks about pollinators. And on the back, there's some career options, and like they're a little bit of an interview. And then this talks about the largest pumpkin, and that's pretty much it. It just talks about a few large pumpkins. You can find this on the Illinois Ag in the Classroom site. And you can just pull up teacher resources, go to Ag Mags, and then you'll find pumpkins there. And this will be the Pumpkin Ag Mag that should be on it, whether or not if it's the same one, it might change. So just bear with me on that. So right here I have 2 different pumpkins that I wanted to show. This is one that I picked up at Bandy's Pumpkin Patch. I believe that's in Johnson City, and so it might be in Williamson County. But we went there and we got this one. This is just a standard pumpkin. And then from Rural King, I was able to find this when I was just out and about, and this is a pumpkin pie pumpkin. So there's 2 different types, and there's a lot of different varieties, and there'll be some videos listed down below that you can watch. There'll be one that discusses kind of like the life cycle, and then there'll be another one that mentions the different varieties and how they get those and what they're aiming for and why. And there'll be a few others as well, but those are 2 good ones that you can check out, and I'll have that listed into the comments. So now I'm going to go ahead and start with my pumpkin pie that it should be a better version for, during the pandemic. That way you don't have to worry about maybe germs, bacteria, nothing like that. And this might just be a simpler way to do it. Who knows? I know it probably won't be as fun for your students, but it's still a delicious treat. So what I have here is I have graham crackers crushed up into my red Solo cup. I'm going to figure out towards the end of this video if this is enough for maybe 2 students that you could split it up, or if you can try for 3, and then maybe instead of doing it in like a Solo cup or something, you can do it in a Dixie cup, maybe a larger Dixie cup. But I have my graham cracker, I have my vanilla pudding, and I did a vanilla pudding cup right here. I don't want to show you the label. And then you could instead maybe do the Jello box vanilla pudding type scenario, and you could just mix it up and then mix it give it individually, I'm sure that's cheaper and it'll work out maybe better in your situation. But I'm going to try it this way and we'll figure it out together, and you can tell me whether or not you want to do it and let me know. But I got my graham cracker in here, and then I'm going to mix my pudding and my pumpkin into just a little bowl. And I'm just going to put all of my pudding in here. And you can use pumpkin puree, or you can use the pumpkin pie filling. Okay. Now for this, I used all of that snack pack, or whatever you want to call it, the little cup of vanilla pudding. And I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie, or the pumpkin pie filling, puree, whichever you use. I'm going to try to, there we go. I may have did a little bit more, but that is fine because I really like the taste of pumpkin. Your students, on the other hand, may prefer less. But that was 1 tablespoon. And now I'm going to mix that up with my pudding. And then once I am done, I will put that on top of my graham cracker, and then I can use the pumpkin spice to kind of just provide it that little taste. And then if you would like, you can also do whipped cream. I'm not a big whipped cream fan. I can go with it or without it. So this time I'm just going to go without it. But that is what it looks like, if you can kind of see it. Okay. So this is how much it probably filled. I'll just point it on the side. I'd say it's about that much. You can kind of see the shadow where it's at. It's about right there. So you could definitely divide that up for 2 students. Especially, it's supposed to just be a snack. And then I'm just going to do a little dash of this. There we go. I'd say it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. I'd like a little more of the pumpkin in it, but it's pretty good. Okay guys, well this was super fun, and I am glad we were able to do this with you. Hopefully in our future videos we can add some more of the lesson point of view. That way you can just use this within the classroom. But for this video we wanted to keep it short, and it's something real simple that you can do on your own. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. My email is jacksonaitc@gmail.com. If you are interested in any presentations, if you want materials, anything of the sorts, just let us know. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and reach out whenever you can, and we're super glad we were able to do this. But see you next time.